I'm Mary Amanda, and this is the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark, joined by our old friend producer Lauren. And we are back at Well Played Games. We had such a great time yesterday on the last show that we thought, why let the party stop?
Right.
Because we were kind of tied up with our activities.
We were. The last game we played was like a joint effort game. So.
Although technically I had more, but then you got one thing up at the end.
I jumped out of the way of the helicopter and you got squashed by it.
So it all kind of evened out. So.
Yeah.
You won the table flip game, which is crazy. Play that if you come here.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It takes a little while to set it all up, but it's really crazy.
It is definitely worth it.
And then the D0 driving game. That is excellent.
Yeah, you just like that one a whole lot because you won.
Well, it was really fun though, it
was a lot of fun.
I did not want to lose. I'm going to make that really clear. It was
yeah.
very real. It wasn't part of a act for the show.
No,
that was
you
straight
were
up legit.
after me. You were after me.
Yeah. So.
And now.
Which brings us to this, which is I'm not sure the name of it.
It's a dancing game.
Pump it up. Feel the beat. Move to the groove.
Mark feels really good about challenging a pretty pregnant woman to a jumping around dancing
Wait. When did
game.
you get pregnant? When did that happen?
This has been happened.
But you just had a baby.
They just didn't know about it.
Is this? Am I on a repeat right now? Is this new?
This is new baby.
Oh my goodness.
New show, new baby.
This is new information into the newsroom right now. Did I know that?
You did.
Okay, without further ado,
here we go.
Why don't we take a look at this first story, and we're going to put this in, and when we come back, we'll be doing this whole fun thing, and I'll be crying because I lost, probably.
Hey you guys, and welcome to my favorite day of the week. This Fashion Friday, we're talking about a trend that seems to be taking over social media, but it might not be what you expect. I'm talking about Instagram Reels and how they're used in fashion. It's no secret that this pandemic has changed the way we shop. Retailers were one of the first industries impacted when states had to close down due to the pandemic. Even when states started reopening and stores could open again with limited capacity, things didn't get back to normal. According to CNBC, retailers are looking at the long-lasting impact of this pandemic and researching contactless ways to interact with their customers. Now, Instagram Reels are a relatively new feature on the social media app. They allow you to basically be a videographer at the palm of your hand. You can record and edit videos, and you can add fun transitions, the music that you love, everything above. Now, the really cool thing about Instagram Reels is that once you post it, if your page is public, it'll take your video and put it on the Explore page, where it gets a way more views and attention than it would just going to your normal followers. Now, that only happens if your page is public, though.
Monday,
big fashion brands
Tuesday,
like Fashion Nova,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
and even Simi Shoes are using Instagram Reels to get creative and just show you guys at home what their products look like, what you can imagine they feel like, and just putting a fun twist on it. So we've seen the trend nationally. It's even here in Greenville locally. Boutiques like yours truly use Instagram Reels to show off the versatility of their outfits and help you kind of see how to layer some styles and really make the look work for you. So overall, Instagram Reels are a really fun way to connect with your followers and then gain an even wider audience. I know some of you at home might have made some Reels recently, or maybe this story is inspiring you to get creative and try it out. I know I made my first Reel the other day, and it was a lot of fun. So if you want to send some of your Reels to us, email us at download@WNCT.com, and we'll be happy to share them on the show. I'm Anissa Sakila with the East Daily Download.
Oversharing can be not smart.
Something a wife does and makes her husband hide in the basement.
Cook, Steve.
You said
Weeknights at 7:30 on 9 on your side.
Well, we're back here on the East Daily Download, getting ready to do our dancing, moving to the groove, and this is going to be bad for me because my coordination is lacking.
Mark, I don't think you picked an easy one. Ah.
I still highly recommend you come down to Well Played Games and check this out. Even if I can't do a very good job at it, or Lauren can't do a good job at it, that doesn't mean that you can't.
Wow. You don't get to pick. You don't get to pick anymore.
This was normal setting too. This is, I thought, where's the super easy setting?
I'm just gonna stand here.
I'm just gonna stand in the center. Woo!
Wow.
That's not gonna be good.
That was difficult.
Oh, we both got F's.
We both did not do great. Yeah. But
the important thing is we had a good time.
we did.
Good time.
I had fun.
Good time. A lot of good fun.
I think that a slower song would have probably.
Well, yeah, that's on me. I just randomly
yeah.
picked. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna settle the score one way or the other.
Yeah.
We're tied. Huh. Okay, check out the story. We'll be back here in a little bit, and we'll continue the fun from Well Played Games in Greenville.
The East Daily Download is sponsored this week by the following.
Did you know that 1 in 5 adults experience hearing loss, but most people are waiting on an average of 7 to 10 years to seek treatment for it or do something about it? I'm joined by audiologist Tracy Nolan to really educate viewers at home on hearing loss and the processes you can take with that. Please, Tracy, thank you for being here today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. I'm Tracy Nolan. I'm an audiologist. I do diagnostic hearing testing, and I also fit hearing aids, which has been a delight for my career.
Okay, wow, and that's really important into what we're talking about today. So for people at home who might not be aware of the signs of hearing loss, how can you identify those?
When a person is talking about people are mumbling, when they're turning up the TV, when they sort of check out, you're at a situation, a social situation, especially a very noisy one, and they sort of check out, they can be just not hearing, and so it's so much work, they just stop working. The problem of untreated hearing loss is it's one of the #1 causes for dementia and Alzheimer's. So it's a very, very big deal, and it's something that needs to be looked into immediately.
When you identify it at home, you're noticing that kind of sounds like me. How do you get involved? How can you help?
All you have to do is call one of our Hearing Life offices, and I'm here in the New Bern office, and I'm here every day, and all the patient would need to do would be to call the office and make an appointment. Our company is very passionate, Hearing Life is very passionate about hearing loss and excellence in hearing care.
So could you talk to me about the process? What is a hearing assessment?
Sure, a hearing assessment would start with me talking to the patient about struggles that they're having with their hearing. That would be one of the first questions I'd ask them is, what are you noticing about your hearing? And I would do a case history. I would look into medical issues if they're having, but then I would look in their ears, make sure they're clear, and test them. Put them in the booth, which we have right here, and test them, which is basically pushing a button when you hear the tones. I'd have them repeat words for me as well.
That's a really, like you're saying, pain-free, easy process to really get going. From there, if people need more help with that, what's the next step?
Well, if I identify a hearing loss, then I'm going to explain that hearing loss to the patient. And I would put hearing aids on them to show them what they could expect from a hearing aid, and if in fact that does help them and it does alleviate their problem. The latest greatest in hearing aid technology is called the Oticon More. I actually have it right here. It's a rechargeable hearing aid. Comes in different colors, is worn behind the ear, and then a little tip is worn in the ear. They're virtually invisible. People just don't see them at all.
That's definitely high tech, like you said. I mean, the sleekness of that is not what you expect to see when you're thinking of hearing aids.
Exactly.
So it's definitely come a long way.
And as I tell my patients all the time, a hearing aid is far less noticeable than a hearing loss.
The East Daily Download is sponsored this week by the following.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Nah, doesn't sound interesting. Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Download at Well Played Games in Greenville looking for a board game. We've done all the video game portion of the show yesterday and today.
Ooh, Pie Town.
Pie Town, is that where you make pie?
Spies, lies, and apple pies.
Um,
That's what you find in Pie
how about
Town.
some dominoes? I wouldn't know what to do with that.
You don't know how to play dominoes? The game of meme. No,
It's a possibility.
Okay.
There's tons of games, as you can see
There's
here,
so
that you can choose from.
much.
And you can come in, sit down on one of the tables and play. They also have organized games. That they play different board games and card games that you can come in here and participate in. Risk.
Kitty paw.
Oh, now this is a little too close to home. Oh, it's upside down. Pandemic. I think
Oh.
we've all lived
No,
this
I
one.
think
We don't
we're
need to
good
play
on
it.
that. There's Uno Deluxe.
I don't know what Uno Undeluxe would be, so
You've never played Uno?
maybe. How about
Maybe.
Killer Bunnies and the Quest for the Magic Carrot? That's a possibility.
That's a good possibility.
What
yes.
else? There's Monopoly, Dungeons and Dragons.
All right. Well, let's keep looking. You guys check out this
We'll
story.
figure it out and
Yeah, we'll be back.
we're gonna go to the party room and sit down and play a game.
Hi, my name is Mary Amanda, and I'm a singer-songwriter from Greenville, North Carolina. So the last time you saw me was in September 2019 when I released my other song, To Be With You. And things were going great, obviously, until March 2020. Had to cancel some shows, and that was very hard to do, but you know, it's worth it to be back here and be healthy and be able to release music now and be on the road again, I guess, and you know, still playing some shows. Obviously things still aren't where they were, so that's hard. At least around here, things are starting to open up, and it's just great. And I've been writing a lot, and so just having that year just really made you think about things and made you realize, you know, you don't realize how much you take for granted until it's not there anymore. So I was still performing some during the pandemic, obviously virtually, through Instagram takeovers. I know I did maybe one or two of those. I did some open mic nights with the Bluebird out of Nashville. They did virtual ones and they were really cool. And so just ways like that to connect, they were great to have those opportunities out there. Everybody just kind of had to take a minute, regroup, and think, what can we do? So it was just great to have those outlets, but nothing can replace face-to-face fan interaction. Instead of having, you know, hearts pop up while you're doing a live or something, it's not the same. So my first show back was actually May 31st, and it was at the Poorhouse in Raleigh in their record shop. So it was really cool to play like the Poorhouse. And it was just amazing because that was their first show back. My Day was their first show back. So that was really cool just to kind of kick it off. And, you know, it's the legendary North Carolina music venue. So you had a year of not having anything, and it was depressing. But being able to come back and say, oh, my first show after the pandemic was there, that was really cool. And then I just got back from Nashville about a week and a half ago. And so I played some shows out there, met with some people, and released the song To Be With You on the 23rd of July. So I'm really looking forward to being back at the Bluebird, hopefully either later this year or next year. And then Hopscotch is coming up in September, and I'm really excited to be playing a day party in Raleigh there. And then Carolina Indie Fest is coming up in September too. So I'm really excited for those.
Nine on your side news at 10. That's right, 10. It's the same local news and Storm Team 9 forecast that you love an hour earlier. Imagine all the things you could do with that extra hour. But you'll probably want to do this. So join us an hour earlier for 9 on your side news at 10 on Eastern North Carolina CW, because we could all use a little more. Now downloading, let's draw.
Hi, I'm Ashley. Do you like to draw but wish you could draw better? I'm going to be teaching you all how to draw various things over this series. And don't worry, anyone can draw, and draw well. The key is practice. For my series, you will need pencils, erasers, and paper, and of course, your creativity. Get your pencils sharpened and erasers ready, and tune in for my first lesson. We will be covering some basics, such as how to work with the pencil and eraser. I like using mechanical pencils best, but you can use a regular number 2 grade pencil if you want to. The key is don't press down too hard until the very end, because lighter pencil strokes are easier to erase. Same goes with the eraser. If you have to press down, you might end up causing some smudges with the wipe-off motion of your hand. Just blow across the paper. I look forward to seeing your art as you follow along with me. Let's draw!
Well, that's going to wrap up this episode from Well Played Games of the East Daily Download. I guess we really couldn't pick a game because there's so many here. So we brought a ton in here, and there's a ton more out there, and you can come and play games or video games or board games or card games, and you kind of picked the game of meme. I think I've seen that at the store before. And so maybe it's not the way it's actually played, but it's the way we're playing it. We picked out 3 of our favorites.
Our top 3.
And we're going to have Bryce pick the winner. So, first one from me in the meme game is the picture of a baby with "should have kept the day job."
Is that aimed at me? That's aimed at me.
No, it wasn't. I didn't even think about that, but that kind of makes it funny now.
About to take this party to a whole new level.
Let's see. With the dove flying away. I like butter on my roll.
All right, that's a good one. That's nice. That's nice. I was hypnotized.
Yeah. And this one is Midnight Craving, You Up, and it's a picture of like a rooster.
I'm on the right side of history. It's an alien.
Oh, it's an alien.
I don't know, like the double ones.
They're both mine.
I told you she would pick yours.
I win.
We're going to get going. You have a great day. We'll see you back here on the next edition of the East Daily Download, okay? I don't know where I can get up and walk to like I always get up and walk off, so.
I think you're stuck.
I'm just going to.
from the time I first saw you that you'd be the one I would pledge my whole life to. But it came to be that you're the one for me. I didn't know until after I met you that you drove a Mustang, your granddaddy left you. You walked me to the door, never had a day before. I'll pull you close, dance with you slow, kiss you goodnight. That's all I want in life. I'll breathe you in, kiss you again, holding you tight. That's all I want in life, to be with you. I wore your jacket, you gave me your class ring. I was the queen to your homecoming king. You kissed me in the rain, you stole my heart that day. Flash forward a few years and we're still together, but there's an engagement ring on my finger. You asked me on New Year's, I said yes through muffled tears. I'll pull you close, dance with you slow, kiss you goodnight.
The East Daily Download is sponsored this week by the following. Closed captioning for the East Daily Download is sponsored by Hearing Life.